Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. As the title says, we're going to do an update on both of these vehicles because they are both due in July, and so I need to be crack-a-lacking on both of these vehicles. So we're going to do an update on both of them. We're going to start off with the Impala. So we'll move this guy out of the way. Okay. So, body-wise, there was hardly anything else done on this. When I clear coat this, I'm going to clear coat the 34 Ford at the same time. So let's move this guy out of the way. Put him on a shelf up here so it doesn't get hurt. So, start off with the 409. Now, in case you guys didn't know, let's see. Let's get to the camera. Let's get to this camera. In case you guys didn't know this, and a lot of you Chevy guys do know this, but this is the same block as their 348 cubic inch engine. But this is the 409. As you can see, it's pretty much done except for the fan belts and pulleys, because if I put it on there, it'll probably get broken. So I left it off. It's on the paint stand right now. My starter, we need to do a little touch up on here. Oil filters. Transmission's been painted in oily steel. The blockers are painted in Chevy engine orange or red, whatever you want to call it. It's my coil wire. Here's my starter or ignition battery cables. And that's about it. Once I get this on here and get the alternator on there, I'll run another wire for that. So, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to show you guys is the interior. The interior is two-tone, body color plus white. And there's not very much I could have done on the door cards, but I did whatever I can. As you can see, I put a silver strip along here, and I kind of enhanced on the door cranks, window cranks, and so on. The door handle there. And now, for the dashboard, that's what that's going to look like. Now I do have, let me pick this up, I do have the decal for the speedometer itself. It's that long skinny black thing you see right there at the top on the decal sheet. So that will be going on here pretty soon. And then the steering wheel, I'll paint it black, and then in the center, in here, I'll paint the body color. Anyhow, that's the update on the 61 Impala. Now, for the update on the 34 Ford. First off, I'll show you the engine, which they say is a 383, and I don't know, I'm confused. They're calling it a Chevy, but I don't remember Chevy having a 383 unless it was punched out and stroked and all of that stuff. I don't know. Anyhow, as you can see, I got the fan belts on there. This does not get a fan because it has an electric fan. My ignition cables, I'm waiting for a distributor. Battery cables here, and again, I'll run a wire for the alternator. Fram oil filter. And now, because all of that is done, I just wanted to show you guys how I was running the ignition wires on this, because I mentioned this earlier in the first update, that I could not run the spark plug wires over the valve covers into the spark plugs. I had to do it this way. But now I can get the headers on there and have plenty of room underneath that the headers will not hit the spark plug wires. So these will go on in this, and I'll show you later on in this video that this engine will be complete and ready to install into the chassis. Next update, and I know I said last video I wanted to get this standing up on all fours, but I wanted to take my time putting the front end together. Pretty cool. I like the A-arms on there. They're really very realistic on there. And so that's all done. The wheels and tires, I really like the combination on these wheels and tires. They look really, really cool. Now, for the one situation I was having, if you guys were watching my last video, the one situation I was having with the headlights. So I did wind up, you guys gave me lots of suggestions on how to do this, and I did do, which was my plan to do anyhow, was I put a piece of tape over this, and I drilled it from the back, and I used 4 drill bits. Started off with the smallest one, and I worked up to the biggest one. Now, my problem is, the bottom of the headlight, let me see if I can show you this real close. The bottom of the headlight is square. And I wasn't going to go any further than drilling this hole out. So what I did was, I filed down the bottom of the headlight so it fits into the hole. Oh no! Anyhow, I did file down too much on here. It's kind of loose in there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one for this side and make the hole to fit that, and then file this one down to fit in this hole. But anyhow, that's how I fixed the dilemma on my headlights. Now, on the rear, it's the same thing. As you can see in there, it had the detents where I should cut out for the tail lights. Now, excuse me, the instructions give me 3 options for the rear tail lights. And so, one of them, well actually 2 of them, is just glue it straight to the body. And you know what? That's the one I'm going to use because I am so afraid of messing up the paint job on this vehicle. One of my better paint jobs, and I'm very, very proud of it actually. So, with all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and drill out the other hole, and let's see if we can get these heads. I'm not going to permanently mount them because this still has to get compounded and clear coated. But I will finish the engine, and I will drill this other hole out. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Okay, boys and girls, we're back at the bench, and let me show you the completed engine. As you can see, we have my headers on there right now. And I'm just going to put it in the chassis to make sure it all fits in there nice and pretty. And then I'll take it out and put the drive shaft in and secure everything. But that one in there really nice. And the way they have these motor mounts, they're under the A-arm, so you got to be careful when you sneak it under there. But let's see. This is what we look like on the bottom now. And then, once these guys get in there, and these only go in one way, and I'm not sure, I'm just going to kind of temporarily put it in there. But as you can see, that's going to finish off the chassis. If I can get this to... Yeah, just like that. And there'll be 2 of them. So, anyhow, so that's what the completed chassis is going to look like, other than the drive shaft. Now, the dilemma has been solved. Of course, I need to glue these in yet. And like I said, they do face towards the radiator a bit. So, what I'm going to do is I will glue these in with white glue first. Put the body on and then see how it fits in there. But for now, I'm going to call this video good. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage out for now. Oh, and by the way, I did paint the running boards here with um, rubber black. Anyhow, we'll talk to you guys later. Toodles!